Of Naturally Unbothered. I am Shari, and the ladies and I have decided that we are going to start conducting some 21 questions interviews with some of our previous guests and new guests. And so the series starts today. But know that we are still doing our shows in between, but we wanted to get the series started with this first episode. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Hey everybody, this is Shari and I'm doing a 21 question little snippet with Corey. You guys know he's been on the show several times. He's a podcast fave. So what's up, Corey?
What's up, everybody? I'm glad to be back.
Yes, welcome back.
Thank you.
So
this is my first 21 question now, so
this is your first 21 questions. Let's get started because it's 21 of them.
Okay.
Question number 1. How old were you when you lost your virginity?
I was 16.
Okay. So, question 2. Did you lose your virginity to a boy or to a girl?
Boy.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's a boy.
All right. Question 3. Do you like being jacked off? Or do you like head better?
Oh. Head.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And question 4, what's the best song to listen to while you having sex?
The best, like one?
Yeah, that one song that you put on and you be like, oh, I'm going to fuck the shit out of him today.
That's a hard one, but the first one that came to mind was Would You Mind? By Janet Jackson.
Ooh.
That's the first thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
that.
If I hear that, I know it's on.
Oh, it's on?
But you want the specialty.
All right. How many different sex toys do you have?
Actually, I don't have any sex toys.
What kind of human are you?
I know that is so weird. I actually don't have any sex toys. And just recently, I was like, I don't have any. I'm a up my game, but I don't have any.
Corey, by the next time you are on our podcast, you better have and own a sex toy. I want to see it. That is your homework. Do you hear me, young man?
Okay, and you know what? I ought to be ashamed.
You should.
Even just coming on the show and not having any sex toys, but I don't. But I'm gonna make a change.
I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed in you.
I know. I almost lied on that and made up something, but I'm gonna keep it real. I don't.
So, have you ever done the walk of shame? Do you know what the walk of shame is?
Have I ever done the walk of shame?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I guess the actual walk of shame, yes, but I wasn't shamed, but I had to, leave out early in the morning and, walk down a long hallway at a hotel or something like that. Or so yeah, I've had to do that a couple of times, but I wore that with a badge of honor.
So describe, well, what was the best sex you've ever had, and describe it.
The best sex that I've ever had. I actually think that the best sex that I've ever had was angry sex.
Okay.
And it's been a sex, this is so toxic, but it's been sex like that heated, like we in an argument and we're fighting. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like we fight and then we just end up having sex. And that to me has been like kind of the best. It's like passionate. It's really toxic. I don't advise anybody to do that. But it's been the best. It's that, I don't know. I know psychologists would probably say that's not healthy. That's been the best for me. To me, I should say.
All right. All right. Do you eat the booty or no?
Yes.
All right.
Like groceries.
All right. Would you have sex with a transgender?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
That's just not my thing. I'm just, no. I guess I probably should have skipped a beat a little bit on that. No, that's just, no. So, okay, so let me ask you. So, you mean like a transsexual woman or transsexual man? Or either?
Either.
I guess it didn't matter because either one of them would be a no. But
you trying to clean it up.
It would be a no all around. Like, no, that's just not my...
it's not your preference. It's okay.
No, it's just not my preference.
I personally would have sex with a transgender. If you would have asked me this question last year around the same time, my answer would be the same as yours. But one of the young ladies who used to be on our podcast, Lisa, she had us all watch transgender porn because she said that was her favorite type of porn. So I went and watched it. Actually was completely aroused by it. And it was the male turned female. He had the breast. He still had his penis. And he was having sex with a heterosexual woman and turned me all the way on. So I think I probably could with that type of scenario.
Now let me tell you. Now I have watched the porn, and the porn is kind of a turn on to me, but it's like fantasy for me. But me personally, like real life, I wouldn't do it. But somehow, like watching it is interesting to me. But I don't think I would do it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. If you could suck your own dick, would you suck it?
Yes, I would love to. I've tried.
You've tried?
I've tried. And if I could just get past my gut.
Corey, you ain't even that big.
I have tried. I think I want to do heterosexual guys try that. But I've tried and I'm not limber enough, but I would definitely.
You gonna have to remove those top two ribs. That way you can get a little bit more.
Yeah, I just wonder, like, what would it feel like what would it, like, what does my dick taste like? Like, I just wonder, like, I just would, but yeah, definitely I would, yes.
All right, so have you watched the porn where guys give their own self head?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I was just
Yes.
checking. That wasn't part of the 21 questions, but I just had to ask because I've watched that too.
I'll be jealous. There is a movie called The Short Bus.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a guy, he's very limber. Like, he lays on his back and he can bend, like, all the way back to do it. And this movie, it was like an independent movie. And it went to, like, a couple of small theaters. It went to a theater here. And, well, kind of all across the world, but it went to a theater here in Dallas. We went to go see it, and it was a graphic kind of movie or whatever, and it actually showed him like coming and all of that stuff or whatever, and I was just like in amazement, like wow, like. But yeah, I've seen that.
Corey, I'm so mad right now.
Why
this whole time I thought you lived in Oklahoma?
I've been living in Dallas
Corey,
for like 18 years.
Corey, I was just in Dallas for 2 weeks working. I'm so mad right now.
Are you serious?
For 2 weeks.
Man, we could have kicked
the first and second week of April. I'm so pissed.
You lying to me.
I am not. When you just said here in Dallas, I'm like, wait a minute. I thought he lived in Oklahoma.
No.
Oh, Corey, I'm so mad. Oh, I'm so mad. Corey, I will be back at the end of August, okay? I mean, the end of June. Sorry, the end of June. Okay?
End of June. Okay, definitely. We hooking up.
Oh, my God. I was like, wait a minute.
Yes. I'm right here in Dallas.
Okay.
Right here in Dallas.
Okay. All right. I got your information, Corey. I'm going to make sure you have mine. You know what?
Okay.
Because we could have been for real kicking it. And I was everywhere doing every fucking thing.
Man. And I wasn't, we had shit going on in April. See, 21 questions. See, we done found out a bunch of stuff in 21 questions. Okay.
All right, Corey. Would you rather pee every time you stand up or poop every time you sit?
Pee.
You gonna be pissy?
Yeah.
All right. What's the oldest and youngest you've ever had sex with?
I think the youngest that I've had sex with was a 15-year-old, but I was 16.
Okay.
Before somebody called the law.
Mm-hmm.
And the oldest, I think I was probably like 25, and he probably was like 34 or something like that. So something like that.
Okay.
I haven't went too old.
How many sexcapades do you have to have with a person before you take the condom off?
I don't know if it's a number. I don't really know if it's a number. For me, it's just the comfortability and just being in this lifestyle, just knowing each other's status and actually having proof. So it's really not a number. It's just kind of being comfortable with each other.
Okay. So which do you prefer marathon sex or like a couple times, just regular little sex sessions, maybe, 30 to an hour?
I would prefer sessions. Give me sessions. The niggas, give me little sessions. Give me some little breaks. Let me get some snacks in between. Get some water.
Who's making the sandwiches?
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me take a nap in between and stuff. Yeah, give me some sessions.
All right.
I had marathon sex though.
You ain't never had marathon sex?
No. what would be considered marathon sex?
I mean, I say marathon sex, my definition. Now, listeners, I know y'all have your own definitions. Like, oh, y'all went 24 hours. Okay, that's not possible, but maybe somebody tried it. But my definition of marathon sex is literally hours, maybe, and then there's a break, and then back at it again for more hours, and then another break. I'm saying at least 9 hours of a 24-hour day with the same person.
Ooh,
That's my definition.
I ain't never
I like having sex like that. We can have sex for an hour and a half, take a break, 2 hours. I like it. Fall asleep, wake up back in it. Like, that is the best sex for me ever.
You know what? I would be game to do it. I've just never had marathon sex.
You have to be very, very attracted to that person. Yes, because I can't have marathon sex with somebody who I'm not completely attracted to. And that's not just physically attracted to them. I'm talking about, like, I love their brain. You know what I'm saying? I like their mind, how it works. Like, that person, I want to have sex. I want to wake up, talk, laugh, haha. That conversation turn into more sex. Oh, we hungry, let's eat. Oh, let's have more sex. Like, that's what I like. Lock ourselves up in the house for days and just fuck.
Would you almost say you damn near gotta be in love with the person?
I don't think so, because I've had marathon sex with a bunch of people I ain't been in love with. That is just that attraction, that vibe is just so great at that moment that y'all just get lost in that moment. Okay. I mean, normal bitches will be done fell in love over some shit like that, but bitches like me, real mannish ass bitches like me, we not falling in love on that shit. We just like, that shit was so good, you know what I'm saying? He done bumped a couple people down off, you know what I'm saying, off the, ooh, that was some good dick shit, you know what I'm saying? So if you're a dude and you have, like, you are normally and typically about a 6.5 to 7 in bed, 6.5 to 7, but you are capable of attracting me physically. The mind is right. We vibing real good sexually. I'm attracted to you, and if that motherfucking 6.5, 7 will be a 10. After that marathon sex. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all done fucked. Like, y'all done fucked. Y'all done made love. Y'all done just did lazy fucking till y'all got enough energy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done did all the spectrums of sex in this duration. Y'all done did it all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That 6, that'll make sure every time I come to town, I'm hitting you up. What's up, 6?
Most definitely. Hit that up. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what good marathon sex will do to you.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to put that on my bucket list.
Put that on the list, honey. Sex. Yes. So, would you expose your own sex tape to your family if you knew it was about to come out?
No. Like, I have a huge close-knit family like that. I think like that would be like one of my top fears. Oh God, no, like that would, like, I would just die.
You would die?
I would die. Oh my God. Like, my grandmother had 12 kids, and out of the 12 kids, there is, I think last time it was just like 48 cousins, and we're like all close. So out of the 48 cousins, it's like 119 great grandkids. So like we're like really close. I couldn't even imagine. I just could not even imagine. No, I couldn't.
Okay.
Oh my, yeah.
All right. What's your pet peeve sexually?
Mm-hmm. So when I am giving somebody head and they put their hand on my head, like to go down further, I hate that. I find that so disrespectful, and that is such a pet peeve of mine. And
I mean, just grasp the head. Don't force the head.
Yeah, like.
Or do you not even want them to touch your head, period? Like, get your hands off my head.
No, like, okay, like, if you want to lay your hand on my head, just, a gentle rest, okay. But to be kind of like forcing, don't do that.
You ain't gonna be able to do it?
Because now we got problems. That is a pet peeve.
Trying to make you choke on the dick.
Yeah, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, that's a pet peeve.
Okay.
That's a pet peeve.
Okay.
Yeah.
That shit makes all the sense. All right.
Yeah.
Have you ever stalked a mate?
Stalked?
Yes, stalked.
I have stalked before. Yeah, I have. This was in my younger days. In my younger days, I have stalked. I sat out of the house. Now, I had a key. They didn't know I had a key to the house, right? Mm-hmm. They didn't know I had a key to the house. So I sat outside the apartment. They had some company inside. They had some company inside or whatever. So it was me and my homeboy. I was like, man, you got somebody in here. You got somebody in here or whatever. So then they left. So we went inside the house. I don't know if this is considered stalking or just kind of crazy or whatever. But anyways, they left or whatever. So I went inside the house and just basically took a bunch of stuff that I bought or whatever and a couple of extra shit that I kind of wanted,
So you robbed him. That's called robbery.
Maybe robbery.
It's called robbery. So you committed robbery.
Some may call it robbery. Depends on how you look at it.
I mean, OJ went to jail for stealing his own shit back. So that's called robbery.
Depends on how you want to look at it. But, I have stopped and followed a couple of motherfuckers before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't do that shit now. I'm too old. I don't have time for that shit. But, back in my younger day, I have. Yeah.
Okay, I ain't judging you, though. But would you date one of your child's grown friends? So if you had a son, would you date one of his grown friends if they hit on you?
Oh no, that's a tough one. Because let me tell you, I don't have any kids. But my friends' kids are like, of age now. And I be looking at them like, I'm getting them grew up now. So I don't know. I don't know if I would date them, but I may sneak around with them,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something like that.
So it's a maybe with your kids, but with your friends' kids?
Yeah. Maybe so, okay, little Junior done grew up to be
little Junior a senior.
Yeah, okay. Junior done filled out real nice. So I don't know. That's kind of a tough one. I don't know if I would. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm actually watching an episode of some reality show I was watching, and one of the moms was dating one of the daughter's friends, and I was like, what? But I don't know. That's I kind of like to think of myself a little better than that, but I don't know. Sometimes
they breed them different.
They breeding them different. I don't know what they feeding these kids nowadays, but these little 20-year-olds don't look like
they be sprinkling some fairy dust or something in their bottles.
Yeah.
These millennial moms.
Yeah, like my homegirl, her son just had a baby, and so she was showing me, pictures of her grandbaby. And, her son was holding his baby, and I was like, ooh. Hello, Junior. But yeah, these little kids, I don't know if it's these steroids they putting in all of this food or what, but I don't know. I would, I don't know. That's a maybe.
Okay. And just keep in mind, listeners, now we said they're grown children. We didn't say a little teenager. Yeah. We talking about a grown person, a grown one already. Because I got some friends out there with some sons that I be like, don't be looking at me like that, little boy. Remember, I'm your auntie. I got some friends that got some sons like that, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Because I would feel so bad.
Mrs. Robinson.
I would feel so bad. Oh, my goodness. All right, so we talked about porn earlier. So what's your favorite type of porn?
My favorite type of porn? I really like all type of porn. What would be my favorite type of porn? I don't like studio porn. I really get into just home. I guess it would be considered like homemade kind of like porn. Just kind of like just regular people's porn. I don't really like studio produced porn. Just kind of like regular people, just kind of doing their own type thing.
So you like an X videos kind of guy?
Yeah, like that. Like just kind of like, I don't know, just like a couple just recording themselves and just doing their thing would be more my thing. Like home X-rated videos would be more my thing. Cool.
Which is why you don't want your freaking own sex tape to come up.
Right.
Because your ass will be like, oh. All right. Have you ever called out the wrong person's name during sex?
No. But I have fell asleep during sex.
How the fuck do you fall asleep during sex?
Okay. So, to my defense, I had take some cold medicine, right? And I was, getting ready to go to bed. Got a call. Hey, what you doing? Nothing, I'm coming inside. It was a dude who lived kind of outside of Dallas, was coming into Dallas, wanted to come through. And I'm like, okay. So, came through or whatever. We started having sex. It was like whack. It was whack. And
it had to be whack for you to fucking fall asleep.
It had to be whack. And for the life of me, I don't know how long I was out. I think Time out before you get to continue. You don't know how long you was out. So that means that when you went to sleep, he was pumping. And when you woke up, he was still pumping? Yes. But I think it was only like a split second. I think it was a split second.
Did he notice you were asleep? if you snore during sex, wait a whole motherfucking minute. Throw the whole fucking Corey in the garbage. I'm telling you right now, if a motherfucker starts snoring while we are actually having sex, I'm snatching that motherfucker's soul out him. Right, him or her, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm snatching your soul out of you. And I'm breaking it in half. And then I'm putting it back in you and slapping the shit out of you and saying, oh, I thought you wanted me to be a dominatrix. You know what I'm saying?
I would have too. But I can't tell you because I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I wasn't awake. I don't know what happened. I can't tell you how long it was. But I think it scared me so much, or I was so embarrassed that I was kind of like woke after that. But I think I would have rather called somebody name wrong. I was just so embarrassed. He should have been more embarrassed than me, but
did he call you after this?
No.
I wouldn't have called your ass.
Nor did I want him to.
I know you didn't. Clearly you didn't. You probably, even if you didn't even have the cold medicine, you probably would have fell asleep on his dick.
Probably would have. It was
or you would have been sitting there like.
It was so whack. It was
looking for Dave Chappelle's wrap that up button.
Yeah. It was so whack. But yeah, I did fall asleep. But yeah, so that happened though.
Mm-hmm. So, do you like it with the lights on or off?
I guess it just depends on the mood. Probably more of lights off, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Question 20. Mm-hmm.
21. Okay.
How do you break up with someone who thinks you're in a relationship with them?
How do you break up with someone that thinks in a relationship with them?
Mm-hmm.
This is tough. Why do they think we in a relationship? I have so many questions.
Don't act like you ain't never like went on a couple dates with somebody and then they act like y'all in a whole relationship and you like, dang, we just only been out a couple times.
Like, a couple of times. Like, what are you doing?
This type of shit happens to me all the time.
You know what? This has only happened to me a couple of times, and I just kind of had to be kind of mean about it. Like, we ain't together, like, what are you talking about? Like, you ain't my man. Like, it's just been kind of like just bluntly. Mm-hmm. Especially if I ain't feeling him. Like, it's just been kind of a blunt type situation.
When people question my whereabouts or what I've been doing or why I ain't called or what, I'll be like, last time I checked, I was single.
Okay.
Like, did you pop the do you want to be in a relationship question with me and I forgot to check the box or something? Like, did the letter not come to the house? I mean, I don't know. Like,
Like, I missed that memo. What's going on? But you got to be blunt. You just got to be blunt and be like, look, you not my nigga?
Yeah.
What's the problem here?
Yeah, no.
We went on a couple of dates.
No.
That's it.
All right, Corey. Question 21.
Okay, 21.
Are you going to be on the bottom or are you going to be on the top?
Am I going to be on the bottom or the top? Well, I want to be on both.
Oh.
Pancake.
It's a pancake. answer that shit like a real G.
Okay. That was the easy. That was the easiest one.
Oh, that was? Okay. Most of people, you be like, because the other question to heterosexual people is, do you want somebody on top of you or do you want to be behind somebody? So,
what do most people say?
Most of the dudes always want to be behind.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Yeah.
Most heterosexual dudes do like doggy style.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. That's just the natural animalistic position to be in, I guess.
So do
because
women like doggy style?
Because if humans, if humans and dogs and everything, I mean, and apes are all evolutionary of beings, then that's the normal position that you're supposed to have sex in, not missionary. So it's like more natural.
I guess.
I don't know.
What do women prefer? Missionary?
I don't prefer doggy style, but that's just me because I retain a lot of wetness and that position dries me out. And so that's why I don't like it.
Me and my friend was talking about, she was like, doggy style hurts her.
It don't hurt me, but it just dries me out. All the air, all of the just right, you know what I'm saying? It just dries me out. And then I don't really like to use lube. I will use lube, but because I normally produce a lot. But yeah, I don't really, it's just not my thing. But I do it now.
It's not your favorite.
It's not, but I do it because I know whoever I'm with, that's what they want, and I'm gonna throw that ass back. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. You ain't gonna know I don't like that shit. But if you listen to my podcast or you know me, you know I do not like that shit. I don't like sucking dick, and I don't like motherfucking doing it from the back. But I'll comply, but I don't want to.
Right. That's crazy. We do a lot of shit we don't like in sex. Because it's just a part of the game. It's like we know. It's just what it come with, and it's a team player.
Yeah, you gotta be a team player in sex. You ain't supposed to be that selfish.
Right. I can't stand a selfish one.
Yeah, there's some selfish motherfuckers out there. So I try to be a team player, all except for the head. I'll be like, I ain't sucking your dick. I'll let you hit it from the back, but I ain't sucking your dick.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I won't be sucking your dick today, sir.
Okay.
But yeah. All right, Corey. Well, I thank you for answering these 21 questions with me.
Absolutely.
All right.
That was fun.
All right. Thank you.